Hello and welcome to Simple Cryptocurrency Reviews. My name is Claudio and this is CryptoSchain, the channel where I do cryptocurrency news, reviews, demos, interviews, and blockchain games reviews. And in today's review, we'll be talking about a project on the Ethereum blockchain called MATIC Network, and what they're all about. But hey, if this is your first time here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications to be made aware of when I upload the next video that may interest you. And please hit the thumbs up, the like button. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment below for any sort of questions you may have, and I'll be happy to get back to you. And let's not waste any time and get right in. What is MATIC all about? Well, they're basically trying to help Ethereum scale. They're trying to make Ethereum fast. They're trying to help Ethereum get adopted by the masses, right? This is what it's all about. And one of the things that the team from MATIC are actually saying is that if you're an Ethereum developer, you're also a MATIC developer by default. And you may be wondering why. Well, you'll understand why in a moment when we get right into the project. Now, MATIC Network brings massive scale to Ethereum using an adapted version of Plasma with proof-of-stake based sidechains. So here's a diagram of how it actually looks. This is the Ethereum blockchain, and here's MATIC, okay, on the side, basically trying to connect all these different functionalities here, as you can see, like proof-of-stake. They're trying to help with decentralized exchanges as well, and they're also trying to help gaming, right? Blockchain gaming, because they're trying to make transactions very fast. By making Ethereum scale, you gotta understand that if the transactions are fast, then a lot of these other companies will be happy to integrate with Ethereum, because at the moment they've got this problem with slow transactions, right, per block. So hence why we've got MATIC and the problem that they're trying to help solve. Now, why MATIC, you may be asking? So decentralized apps are making huge progress, but the current blockchain ecosystem is not prepared to scale as per the demand. The issues of slow block confirmations and high gas fees need to be solved before we target mass adoption by mainstream users. And most importantly, it needs awesome user experience. So they're basically trying to simplify it trying to simplify the interactions between the users and the decentralized world by making interacting with the decentralized ecosystem so easy that anyone can do so without worrying about the complexity of the system. So this is very important, because that's why a lot of developers are kind of stepping away from the whole blockchain thing, because they're thinking, you know, it's too complex, too much, and this is really the main reason, right? And it's also new, you gotta admit, right? It's new and it's a new technology, so many are afraid to get in without knowing too much about it, right? And there aren't that many tutorials out there, to be honest, to teach people about blockchain development, but they are starting now slowly, right? They're starting to appear. So here's the MATIC architecture here. MATIC Network solves the above problems by building a decentralized platform using an adapted version of the Plasma framework that provides a solution for faster and extremely low-cost transactions with finality on the main chain. So here it is, right? You've got the MATIC sidechain, you've got the Plasma checkpoint nodes, proof of stake, and the Ethereum mainnet, right? All of them connecting here, as you can see. So this is a pretty cool diagram, because it makes it easier to understand, right? You've got the deposit bridge here. So all of this information is pretty understandable here. And some of the MATIC features are scalability. Of course, this is their main, the most stronger part of the project. Then high throughput, which of course they can scale to millions of transactions on a sidechain tree, up to 65,000 transactions per second on a single MATIC chain. The user experience, okay, smooth UI. What else do they have? The native mobile apps and software development toolkit with Wallet Connect support, security, of course, which is important, asset interoperability, and one-stop DeFi platform. So that's multiple protocols enabling extensive decentralized finance applications which can be hosted on the MATIC sidechains. There's a toolkit for developers, okay, to help the dApps scale, and you can use your own tokens as settlement fees to run the network. It provides software development toolkits and APIs for fast and easy development. You can integrate MATIC on your dApps with a few simple steps and give your users a smooth, fast, and secure user experience. Settle payment on chain whenever needed. So that's pretty cool stuff right there. Now let's go to the about section. So here's the vision of MATIC Network, because this is all what it's all about. When you're first looking at a website, you want to see what the company is all about. What are they really trying to do? And actually, for those that don't know, MATIC was actually an initial exchange offering. They launched as an initial exchange offering on Binance. On Binance, the centralized exchange, not on a decentralized exchange, right? It was an IEO, known as an IEO, and it actually the token price like just absolutely exploded, right? It was around the time when Binance got hacked as well, funnily enough, right? It happened like they launched their IO and then sometime after Binance got hacked, right? And that's when the token pumped quite a lot on Binance as well. It went from like 1/3 of a cent to 4.5 cents if I'm not mistaken, so an absolutely humongous pump. But anyway, the project itself is really good, and also Coinbase are investors in this project, right? So hence why Coinbase have even said that they're gonna look at listing MATIC on the Coinbase app, so you'll be able to purchase MATIC from the Coinbase app. And again, not financial advice and not a sponsored video, as you could see in the disclaimer of the description of the video. Now, so the vision. So the vision is basically that the team's passionate about decentralization and better products. The current decentralized ecosystem lacks usability and convenience. Decentralized transactions are slow, expensive, and complex. And we aim to change this by leveraging a combination of blockchain scaling, developer platform, and tools. And of course, a rabid focus on user experience, which they've reiterated basically pretty much. And this is the team right here: Sandeep Nailwal and Jayanti Kanani, the co-founders and CEOs. And actually Sandeep is the guy who's always being interviewed by different crypto YouTubers. I think that the very first time I saw Sandeep being interviewed was on Blockchain Brad's channel, so do check that out. That's a very in-depth interview right there, and I'm sure you probably watched it if you have heard of MATIC. Yeah, Sandeep is pretty much very active in the community, in the crypto community. He's trying to get the word out there about MATIC, and it's really interesting. I would actually like to interview Sandeep at some point as well myself. But we'll have to see, because I guess that his schedule is quite busy, right? It's very hard to get him on. But again, I did manage to get on John McAfee. You may be interested in John McAfee. That's the biggest achievement that I have on this channel. It may be a small channel, but it doesn't mean that I can't get there. I have interviewed him, and you can see the link popping up here just above the video. If you're interested, click on that if you haven't already watched it, and check out that interview. It's a comedy show. You're gonna love it. We're talking cryptocurrencies as well, but let's not deviate too much from the subject and continue on. So we've got the rest of the people here: operations and marketing. This is the rest of the team. And actually Saili Patil, I've seen her, she was quite active on Twitter, basically spreading the word about MATIC, going to all these different events and talking about the technical aspect of MATIC. So yeah, Saili Patil, she's well known in the space. Girl power at MATIC Network, Government of India Hackathon 2018 finalist. Okay, so she's a very important person from that team. Again, very active member in the community, of course. Now, let's see. So that was the team, but let's actually have a look at the use cases, right? Because this is the important part when you look at a website, and we've got the payments. So integrate MATIC payments on your dApps with a few simple steps. Okay, payment transactions on MATIC Network can be confirmed in sub-seconds due to the faster block generation times. So this is very important, and of course low fees. This is important when you want to make payments, especially in a supermarket, for example, right? Make payments smoother and friction-free for users on your dApp. So if you have a payment dApp, of course, you can integrate MATIC with that, and you may be interested in doing so. And this is of course for ERC20 tokens. Okay, this is what it's mostly used for, because we're talking about the Ethereum blockchain. Decentralized exchanges, right? This is what they're also gonna help. So today the decentralized exchanges lag behind their centralized counterparts due to the low transaction throughput. So we know that on decentralized exchanges, well, there aren't really any right now. It's mostly hybrid exchanges, but they go by the name of decentralized exchanges, as you know. And we've got like Switch.io Network, a good example, right? They've actually admitted as well that they are a hybrid exchange, but they're getting there, right? Eventually we will see decentralized exchanges, 100% decentralized, but for now there is no 100% decentralized exchange. However, MATIC are basically trying to make them fast, because as we know, they are slow, right? You log in with your wallet, you do wallet to wallet transactions. Sometimes there's a smart contract involved depending on the hybrid exchange or decentralized exchange as you call it. But yeah, that's pretty much what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the transactions faster and feeless if possible, or even lower the fees, right? Because you still need to gain something if you're running one of these exchanges, right? Gaming networks, and this is the things that I'm bullish on, because as you know, I covered Engine on this channel quite a lot and blockchain game reviews. So yeah, this is all about the in-game assets. So they're actually reiterating here that historically games have been run by companies who control the supply and also the assets, right? The armor, the characters, the rare items that you've been working so hard, you've been grinding all those dungeons to try to get a hold of, right? And then you don't own the item, right? You can just shut it down and it's gone. Well, with Engine, you know that is no longer possible now, because they're not in control of that. You are in control of that asset, and you can trade it in a marketplace when they're gonna launch. But to not move off the actual topic of MATIC and to Engine, but gaming networks, right? So that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do with MATIC as well. And what's interesting enough is that Engine is also a token on the Ethereum blockchain. So that means that MATIC can actually help Engine scale and be faster when it comes to transactions on that Engine wallet and maybe in the marketplace when they're launched. So yeah, they're basically saying here that they can help increase the efficiency of performing transactions for the gaming networks over a blockchain, right? Transactions, for example, such as buying or selling an in-game currency or buying a digital asset can be significantly sped up. So it's all about that, right? Third-party applications, of course, and developer platform play, securing your personal data, the atomic swaps, the identity, and lending and credit scoring platform. So MATIC will also enable that. Merchants to basically assess the creditworthiness of connected users. So hence why Coinbase have invested in this. It seems really bullish, right? And I'm not even sure how they managed to get Coinbase to invest in it. I wonder if they reached out to them maybe at some point. Maybe somebody who's been following this project from the beginning could give me some more information. Drop a comment below, please. I really appreciate more feedback on MATIC. I'm really curious to hear more about it, but this is pretty much it here. And then if we go to the dApp section, there are a number of dApps which are already on MATIC right now. Pocket Full of Quarters, which is a universal cryptocurrency for games. What else do we have? Plantix here, which is a decentralized platform aiming to transform the referral economy. Bankit plans to store fiat transactions of their banking network on the blockchain. And Crypto Control, which is a crypto news and data aggregator and trading platform site used by top crypto traders and investors. Now, personally, I haven't heard of Crypto Control, so I'm not sure if it really is used by top crypto traders. I'd be a bit surprised. I haven't heard Tone Vase, who's a top crypto trader, use this platform, but I don't know, maybe. And then some of the products that they've got, right? So we've got the wallet here, which you can use. Okay, the wallet, which is basically used for storing your C20 tokens, and of course MATIC. And then there's Dagger, which I wanted to talk about, which is to get real-time updates from the Ethereum blockchain. It's basically an application which is used to give developers information, and not only developers, but like if you have a dApp developed using MATIC, for example, on the Ethereum blockchain, you may want to get some updates on the state of that blockchain, not on the blockchain, sorry, on the state of the network of the Ethereum blockchain. What's going on? Is there any, for example, transactions which are lagging? Transactions which are building up and maybe things may be slow, what's going on, what are the customers saying, things like that. So basically Dagger are integrating all this sort of information here to help dApps. So basically it says here that they run and maintain infrastructure for providing you with a reliable and scalable real-time events. You can avoid the risk and complexity of polling for events and dedicate your energy to what really matters, which is building great dApps. So basically they're helping you with all that information. You can also make better UI for your dApps. Make better products, fast and robust, right? So that Dagger is used for that as well. Standard protocol, multiple rooms, etc. To get more information on that. And here you can see more information on that, right? Developer friendly and super easy. Very few lines of code are required to get any event stream from the Ethereum blockchain. And here's a sample code to get the latest blocks from Ethereum as they are mined, right? So here's an example of Dagger, using Dagger, right, with your applications. But that's pretty much it. I mean, the website, again, this is the social media pages here. They're going to be in the description below if you're interested in that. But finally, I want to cover their GitHub page because I like to look at GitHub when I do project reviews. Sometimes it's not possible if there aren't any. But this is pretty much how it is here. The MATIC project, the repository, 26 repositories. They support a lot of the main programming languages like JavaScript, TypeScript, Solidity, Go, which is from Google, right? Golang, and Vue, which I haven't actually heard of. But we can see they're active, right? Updated 4 hours ago, 9 hours ago, the contracts, the Dagger JavaScript project here, Go Ethereum 16 hours ago, MATIC Kotlin 2 days ago, and so on. So quite active on GitHub. Actually 10 people are on GitHub. Okay, 10 developers. But then we've got the Ethereum developers as well, which are doing things on Ethereum. But apparently they're also helping MATIC, right? But the developers that are directly involved in the MATIC project are these 10 developers here. And interestingly enough, Sandeep, who is of course one of the founders, is also involved in GitHub, right? So he's also making code changes. He's also a developer himself. He makes commits on the MATIC project. But yes, that's pretty much it from MATIC. I don't have anything else to share. I hope I've covered everything here to keep it as short, as simple as possible to understand. Let me know, are you personally invested in MATIC? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. And that's pretty much it from today's review. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.